What's up, everybody? Chappy M here, fighting game player for Live Gaming, and we gotta go through the changes. Recently they announced about the balance patch, and now the update patch is live. I wanna go through the changes with my characters, just to really see what's changed. Oh, what? The colors are not live? They're probably gonna be live when the patch comes. When the servers go back online. Currently now the servers are not online. So those are the pretty big changes, and for competitive play is that that is definitely big for competitive play, honestly, because she's much easier to whiff punish. Check how long that thing lingers. Check. Did you see how long it lingers? You know, so that is very big. That is very big. For if you're a Karin player, you do not wanna. Okay, that one not so much. You're still gonna have to be a lot faster, but um, it's a pretty big one because low forward connects more regularly. You know, so the low forward change is very big for competitive play because did you see how long that thing lingers now? You know, so it makes it so that I need to be more careful when when trying to catch my opponent low. So the next change, oh, okay. So this change is probably just to, I don't know. I honestly don't know how beneficial it will be. But it you can definitely push your opponent to the corner easy. Easily now and get more Oki off it. You know. But I guess it's got tricky timing there. But I think it's generally for pushing your opponent to the corner a lot faster. But honestly, not necessarily anything that's too big to be honest. Because I can see here if you do it off on a normal combo, without any other EX special, it links properly. But when I do it from here, I now need to time it a bit. I wonder how finicky the timing is. You see, so I'm trying to think on how I would use this. Damage is just modest. Damage is just small, but honestly, not really something too big. This change is I think this is the biggest change. The fact that that doesn't miss anymore. You know, Normally you had to time it. There are some instances um, where it'll miss. Now also this does not miss anymore. I can do it in the corner. Normally I didn't do it in the corner, but this now is reliable. That is pretty big. For well, it's pretty big for new guys. But honestly, I think now the timing is even this now doesn't link anymore. I mean, doesn't miss anymore. So I can do this without worrying about whether I did it frame perfect or not. So that's pretty big. I like that change. Even at high levels, I've seen people miss that. But now it don't miss anymore. That's pretty big. The next change to Karin that they did was Stan Runhouse now is more like Ken's. You know, yes, you can do sweep, but now what you can do, let me turn that off. You know, now if your character has a fast enough walk speed, you can just walk in like that. You know, so I don't know. Doesn't necessarily That's not necessarily too big for me. You know, I think for me the biggest problem um, is a crouching medium kick. Yes, it's because that lingers for long. Hey, like you can even cup of coffee eat that. You know, that for me is a big change. What I wanted to also test, you know, what I wanted to test actually, because they said, and on the patch notes they said simple doesn't crouch. They made some changes to the crouch medium kick. I'm not crouch heavy punch, you know. So that still works. That still works, you know. So she's still good. She's still good. I thought actually they took that away, you know, but I don't know if they what exactly they did, you know, because for me that was gonna be one of the worst changes ever. You know, I thought, like, when I saw that, I thought that they took that away, but that still works. You know, it's still she's still good. They didn't really do too much, something that's too big. It's just that now you literally can't whiff. You can't whiff. You know, we can't whiff certain. I mean, you can't whiff crouching medium kick. You know. So they still kept most of the stuff, you know. Most of the things, they still kept it in place, you know. So she's still good. She's still good. I think, obviously, in competitive play, she's become a bit weaker. You know, I mean, the crouching medium kick for me is a big one. You know, crouching medium kick for me is the big one. You know, but it's not a great game breaking change. You know, a change that's gonna make me think of choosing another character. You know, and then up next we got Chan. Oh, that you can even see visually that, nah, it's been nerfed. You know, see that you can just see visually that that's been nerfed. So what they did is that they changed that to more recovery on whiff. You know, it's still gonna be a dangerous button. You know, it's still going to be a dangerous button, but now it's more. You can whiff punish it more easily now. I think that's a big change. I don't think it's gonna change my gameplay much, but we'll see. We'll see. Those are the changes that I haven't. I think they're gonna hurt the character a bit. This is actually a good change, but the fact that this used to be -5 and now it's +1 on block, you know. So definitely doing something like this, the spacing out your opponent, and then try and get the pressure going with that, you know. Man, I always miss the timing for that shit. Come on. Oh, so only on you can interrupt it. I actually had no idea. Ah, come on. So that is really big, actually, eh? I wonder how it's gonna change. How it's gonna change the gameplay. You know how Chan players normally how Chan players normally approach matchups now. You know, this is now +1. No, what's this? This is plus. No, this is now +1. If I'm not mistaken. Oh no, it's not. I thought the V trigger one is +1. You know, this is plus. Okay, that they made +5 on hits. But that means. Okay, no, +5 on hits is on counter hit. Not really sure which one they made +5 on hit. I think I just made an error on that one. Yeah, but I think the one this one is a big change, you know, and you can low forward it now. Like this one was easy to low forward because obviously it only hit standing opponents, but this it's a pretty good change, you know. I'm not too what's this to be honest, I'm not too worried about it. You know, it just means that Chan players, yes, should not have should not be whiffing that. You know, Chan players should not be whiffing that. And that's what it means now. Which I'm pretty cool with, honestly. I'm definitely chilled with that one. You know, I'm not gonna really go through most of her other changes because I feel like the one change that was good is the stand heavy punch. You know, Mika is now going to be a problem. You know, so who got an oof. So Mika got one of the best changes, you know, that I think she could have gotten. I think she's she's the winners, you know. Oh man, what am I doing? So now she gets this, you know. Oh wait, I'm gonna cover it. Oh shit, I can't. This now is special cancelable, so I can do this. You know, if you with punishing with Mika is gonna be golden now. You know, with punishing with Mika is gonna be absolutely golden. You know, of course I can do that. This is fantastic. You know, before my biggest issue with Mika was the fact that, well, I thought it's not gonna live that. My biggest issue with Mika is the fact that she never had tools to whiff punish. You know, the only good thing I see here is that she needs meter. You know what I mean, to actually get a from certain ranges. You know, from certain ranges she needs meter. I don't see people using using it as using the stand light kick into the light peach. I don't see people doing that. And she got this back. She got that back, but only on. So only on the back one. The forward one, not so much. You can't do it on the forward one, but you can only do it on the back one, which I think most of the time. Oh man, what am I doing? It's pretty good. There's gonna be some mix-ups with that one, but it's pretty good damage. Now, well, and another thing about this now, you'll start seeing that a lot. You know, you won't see this a lot. You know, but you'll start seeing. Oh man, the timing for that is always a bit finicky. Also, another big change for Mika. You know, like I hate when our life is like that. Is this? Um, that is a huge change. You know, that for me is a big change. You know, um, you can play, which means what they did there is they buff Mika's neutral play. You know, so her neutral play is now going to be good. You know, that's very good for Mika. You know, so you can actually now, I feel like you can now win games um, without you can now win games without a command grab, without worrying about a command grab, about using a command grab. You know, like that is pretty good. You know, that is pretty good. But the cancel window about it is where I'm a bit worried. You know, because now I want to hit confirm this a lot. You know, I want to hit confirm it a lot. But the cancel window looks like it's kind of tight. You know, is it set to random? Okay. You see, the cancel window is kind of tight. You know, so you see, the cancel window is very tight. You know, so I think that's if they just made the cancel window a bit more lenient, so I can hit confirm that a lot easier. That for me would have made it a lot better. You know, but this is pretty good regardless. You know. Okay, it doesn't link to the heavy peach, which makes sense, but it does link to the to that one. And then this one they got what's this less recovery frames. If the cancel window was just like this button here, I would love that, you know. But the problem is the cancel window is tight for that for the medium kick, you know. So I think that's the one disappointing change. You know, the fact that I got the G light kick, is pretty good though. Did you see reversal? And Rashid has one of the best, okay, not necessarily the best nerfs, but a nerf that I love. You know, check this out. Okay, what the hell? Why do you need to wake up DP? Wake up DP, my guy. Shit. Yeah, it's on the third frame. Wait. That's off. Yeah. So that change. So what they changed there, you know. What they changed there is that his DP is now substantially slower. You know, so you can literally mediate with lights. You know, you can literally mediate with lights. Come on. That is a big change, bruh. That is a big change, especially against Mika. You know, it's one of the best changes, you know, for DP heavy Rashids. You know, that's that's a big change. That's a huge change. The fact that you can now melee Rashid with lights is massive. You know, it's massive. You know, and also this is absolutely um, they nerfed that. You know, so that is now -6. I'm +2. He's -5. Dude, like that is a he's my yo, okay, from whoa from max range, which makes sense. For max range is you can get plus, but yo, you're into up to +12. But most of the time with Rashid, you'll be up close. You. He was -14. Bruv, that is insane. That is insane. You know. That's a good nerf for me. I love that nerf. You know, I honestly love that nerf. Yes, they buffed V Trigger. They buffed V Trigger. They buffed this V Trigger 1 to make it 4 hits and blah blah blah. You know, but I never really worried much about V Trigger 1. But the whirlwind nerf is pretty good. It's pretty good. You know, let's casuals. So Falke got a new move. That is golden for a neutral, and they extended the hurt box for that. You know, I wanna see how what you can do actually on the corner. Ah, I missed it. Ooh. Ooh. What? 421, 413 damage. Mm. That was good. That's pretty good. Ah, come on. I missed it there. Come on. That is pretty good. That's pretty good, you know, to be honest. That's pretty good. Because it helps her neutral a lot more. Check where it throws you. But it looks like you can't, it has to come as after a normal shot. Okay, can't cancel off a move on the air, but I want to see her unblock. You know. Oh shit. Okay, not really too big. +1. Why the hell didn't I use it? Because they're damn +2. Okay, that's hella minus. Okay, it's not really something I'll be using on an opponent's on block, but okay, that's good. That's pretty good. You know. I think that and plus when they extended the hurt box, does that pull? Yep, it does. That's good. That's a good change. That's I love that change. You know, I love that buff to Falke. You know, that's a very big change, you know. That's a very big change that I like, you know. I feel like going up the tier list a bit. You know, I feel like going up the tier list a bit. I wonder. Yeah, it's still minus. I thought there's a way, you know, that. Well, obviously now if I want to activate from far, well, nah, that's still minus. I don't think there's a way. There is a way, obviously, from full screen. From full screen, yes, you can do it, you know. But what would be the point? Because you can just do this, you know. But in hindsight, with this one, you literally don't want to. You don't want to. Oh, what? Or in hindsight, you don't want to. Whoa, okay, that one's weird. That one was weird. Oh, that doesn't link? Really? Dude, that came unexpected. Dude, that only links in the corner. But yeah, that buff is pretty big. That buff is really big, you know. The fact that they extended the hitbox on that is very big. You know, honestly, that's very big. You know, that one is very big. You know, I like that buff. I like it. I like the new move. You know, helps with the neutral play. It helps with the mind games. You know, Alex, everybody's when he's seeing on Twitter, he got one of the biggest buffs. You know, let's go over to see her quick. Maybe please put a suggest a character you want me to cover up. You know, to cover. You know, but yeah, guys, catch me next time. I might go over Karin as well, but I don't think the changes are too big. Okay, the nerfs are bad actually. The nerfs are really bad, honestly though. But me, I was too concerned. I was more concerned about Chan and Karin. You know, and for me, they're still fine. A little buff there and there. You know, but all in all, I think pretty good. You know, but yeah, guys, tell me a character you want me to break down. Check the changes, and then after you can take it from there. Cheers, eh?